Okay guys, welcome to Martin Motorsport, and today we are at the beautiful Gillman Speedway. It's the Gillman Sidecar Championships on tonight, and Sam's running in the support class, the 500cc solos, where they have 5 runners and a couple of guys that have been racing over in Europe, so hopefully he can slot in behind those guys and see how much faster they are. But it should be a good night. Still another few hours before the racing starts, so hopefully it's a good crowd for them. We've got junior solos on the infield track. There's junior 250s racing tonight on the bigger track. A heap of dirt tracker bikes. So should be a good night's racing. I'll try and film a little bit of all of it. They have got a live stream on tonight, so I'll probably end up going and pinching a bit of their videos for this video. So we'll go for a bit of a walk through the pits and show you what's happening. That's it. So here we've got Sean Sampson, he's racing tonight. We've got Tegan, lady racer, gets around real good. Some pretty smart looking dirt track bikes here. They put a trials tyre on the back when they race on the speedway track. So no knobby tyres, as you can see. .125 solo bike, so they usually use a Honda 125, so this is just a variation of the Honda, I'm guessing. That's Young Saddlers, and over here we got Harry Saddler's bike. That's a 250, so Harry's in the under 16 250 class. Got Harry over here. How you going, Harry? Looks like another 250 over there, so probably just 2 of them tonight in the 250s. And over here in the 273 is Aaron Summers' bike. Aaron's raced over in Europe for about 15 years on solos, retired now and just having a bit of a play around on the dirt tracker. Just putting the oil in, that's for the chain oiler. So the oil goes in there, runs down the frame, little switch there, and comes out there, so just drips onto the primary chain as you're going around. Not yet. It's probably because it's on. Oh, now it's starting. You can just see it dripping now. How fast is it? Yeah, that's pretty good. So about 1 every couple of seconds. So I'll just show you the gearing he's got on. So uses a 17 sprocket up the front there. In behind the primary sprocket is a 15, and the clutch sprocket's a 44 tooth. Usually just changing this back sprocket, as you can see it's a 60. If he was serious he'd probably have that turned around the other way so no one knew what it was. And as the track slickens off he might go to a 59 on the back. It's actually a 59, I just stamped it at 60. So, but and if you want to get real technical to work out the actual ratio, you multiply the 2 bigger sprockets, so the 60 and the 44 together, and then you multiply the 2 smaller sprockets, the 17 and the 15 together, and then you divide the smaller amount into the bigger amount and you'll get the ratio of what it is. The other thing you'll see on a lot of the guys now that race these, the good guys, they've all changed this to a smaller sprocket, so I think they go to a 14 counter shaft back in there, and then the sprockets around here are about 48s or something like that, so they're a lot smaller. I think that the idea was to try and save a bit of weight or some bullshit, but I don't think it makes too much difference. The other thing you'll notice is where the back wheel is placed, the axle. So he's got it right back. That makes it a little bit easier to handle. If he'd been racing all the time and was a bit more serious, he'd probably have that up another centimetre, up a bit. And if you had a really slick track, you'd probably take it up to halfway, even a little bit further, and tighten her up a bit. That'll make it drive more, but a little bit harder to ride. So that's all the technical stuff I've got for you at the moment. Mechanic for Lucas Dremel from the Czech Republic when he rode for Oxford. And a lot of the time they're getting too much power, so they're actually trying to deaden the motor off a little bit. So that can do two ways. They can either go a smaller jet, or sometimes they'll even go a bigger jet, so it's getting too much fuel, just to deaden it a bit. And also they'll change the timing, so timing can be done in a couple of minutes. So just those two screws there. Sam will just show you how easy it is to change. You fill up the other two holes, so you've only got two screws, makes it nice and quick. You got a little marking on there what the timing's set out. I've forgotten what you have it at now.
28, I reckon.
28, so you got a little marker there.
Oh, nice. 27.
27, so just undo those three screws and you just turn it around, and you can advance it a bit or retard it a bit if you want to deaden it. I think about 26, 27 is probably the sweet spot. Oops, he's going to change it to 28, so.
G'day guys, we're at Gillman again, just having a little look at the track. Got the outside gate in the first one, so just thought I'd have a bit of a gander. A little bit dry, hopefully they put a little bit of water on that, and I reckon that's probably going to be the best gate besides having to travel that much further. But inside seems to be pretty hard and slick, so yeah, probably not a bad gate to get off straight away, so we'll see what happens. And they're ripping up the outside too for the sidecar, so there's going to be dirt up high straight away. So if I'm brave enough, which I won't be, I could actually probably get a pretty good run on the outside, so, or go straight into the wall. But fingers crossed we won't be doing that. Yeah, so track's actually looking pretty good considering they had over 20 mil of rain yesterday, so thought it was going to be a bit touch and go, but track looks real good. Yeah, it looks sort of reasonably hard on the inside, so which is good for me. And then up here, that once I get a bit more water into it, I sort of ripped it up a little bit, and like dig down under there. There's a bit there, so that will be yeah, probably a change of underwear if I'm getting up there when it's got a bit of dirt on top of it as well. So just set up the bike to be nice and easy to ride and go from there. So yeah, we'll catch you guys in a bit.
Okay guys, here we go, first race of the night. Starting out at gate 5, I think, on the fence. A couple of the fast guys starting on the inside. That's Liam May and Braden McGuinness. I think I've got the names right there. Braden rode for Australia in the Under 21 World Cup, I think, last year. Been racing in Poland and also England, I think. So hopefully he can just slot in behind those two. I'm thinking he's got a good third place in him here. So two fast guys on the inside. Sam on the outside with the green helmet colour. Okay guys, good first heat. Kept him in sight, kept it on 2 wheels. Just done an oil change. Usually change the oil after about every 4 races or so. So that should do him for the night. How'd it feel, Sam?
A little bit slick. Just not driving too hard. Probably set it up on the hesitant side, be safe. But yeah, take a fair sigh out the rear tyre, and I think that will do. I might change the jetting when it gets a bit colder. I'm happy.
So, other thing, he's also using an old tyre. That's one we got off the Headlands. Used it a couple of practices. So we might chuck a new one on after a couple of heats and see how that goes. We're just a bit worried about this new one. We've had it for about 8 or 10 years, so she might be a bit rock hard, but we'll give her a test run in a race and see what happens.
So it looks like, because Braden McGuinness has got the wrong helmet colour on, they're sending him back to the gate to change that helmet number. Tegan Pedler's back, so too is Sam Martin, Sean Sampson, and I reckon they're going to put him back 10 metres or so. Yep, there it is, for missing the start with the 2-minute light. That's what that'll be, I'm guessing, but I think I'm right. Okay, hand is on the start button. May, Sampson, Pedler, Martin and McGuinness from back. And he will work hard from there, don't you worry about that. This will be one worth watching, the head green helmet colour. But getting away quickly is Liam May, and we know how quick he can go. Up the inside comes Braden McGuinness. He gets himself up into 4th position. Keep an eye on Liam May though. He's on a charge, but so too is Sam Martin. He's hanging on to 2nd, and is he going to gain anything? Let's see how he goes in this lap as we see Braden McGuinness. He's already up into 3rd position, and he's out after our leader. Braden McGuinness in 3rd, trying to run down Sam Martin, and Liam Mee out the front, and he came through in a 13.919 did Liam, so he hasn't forgotten anything as he comes across the line and works it hard and fast into that first turn. They're on their final lap, and I'll tell you what, McGuinness is chucking everything he can at it. But I reckon Martin might be able to hold him out here between turn 3 and 4. But Liam May will pick up the win. Martin will get 2nd. 3rd will be Braden McGuinness. 4th will be Tegan Pedler. And 5th home is Sean Sampson.
Righto guys, he's just changed the wheel over. So I just pulled it out, swapped the sprocket back over to this wheel. And see how it goes. Still a bit worried because it's 8 or 10 years old, that tyre, but should be better than the old one he had on.
It's a bit unsettled, and young Owen still having a few troubles with the track limits, especially on the outside. Powers it on. That was a much nicer corner from young Owen Chapman. Threw it sideways halfway down the straight. It's trouble when it breaks traction in the mid-corner.
So, here we go.
We can do it again.
Under 16 250s.
Press the ride. That ready. Set them away. And there you go. Start, you got a good start.
So Harry's old man, Nigel, former South Australian champion. Raced over in England and Europe for many years. Nice smooth style. So white helmet colour, 3 from the inside.
Cabin and Mount Vodka. And if you still on the racetrack, you can't down nicely, right, you get it. That will be Sam Martin, I think.
No, it's not Sam Martin.
No, it's not. It's Liam. So we've got them.
Okay, guys. Rerun.
Liam May.
Looks like Liam's out. Bent his bike a bit.
For this one, Sam, McGuinness, Martin, and Taylor. Whoa. This time, and we've got Mate Bob
Braden's bike.
Has let go. Of course, Sean Sampson. Terrific young lady indeed. So we'll go to take 3 of heat 3. With 16, Sampson, Martin, Kepler, and it's go. Yeah, particular run to the start. Now we'll get
Oh, crash back here. This race is they're having a bit of trouble.
Oh no.
Looks like Tegan's been
Medical crew moving quickly.
hit with the other bike. So Tegan's okay, she's got up and she walked to the ambulance, so I think she's going to be okay. Not too sure what's happening now. Looks like only 2 riders left. Don't know if they're going to have the race or not.
Nothing to do with this one.
Okay guys, been doing a bit of work. The clutch is pretty hot, so he's just pulled the clutch to bits and put it back together. Tegan's all good after a crash. Yeah, we had that bit of a miss, so we've just changed the spark plug as well, just started it up and it seems to be okay, so fingers crossed it's okay for the next race. So yeah, all going good.
Coming out of blue, he's on the racing surface. So 3 so far. I didn't like the look of Braden McGuinness's machine last time around with all the sparks. We've got at the line now Sam Martin, good to see. We have Sean Sampson at the line, and I reckon Tegan Pedler is coming. Now gate is still open, so maybe one of the other 2 guys will be able to come and play the game.
Yellow heat order 500. Got some real drama. Takes the right hand around and there is
Loose engine bolt or something, Sam said. So yeah, that last heat did a bit of a Bradbury. Liam's out for the night with a bent frame, and Braden didn't make it out. He had trouble with his chain, so got given that heat win. But probably only needs second in the last heat to win the overall. So pretty good night, nice and steady. Hopefully he keeps out of trouble in the last. Okay, we've got the flat trackers out now. They always look a bit uncomfortable to me, a bit twitchy. I don't think I'd like to ride one around a Speedway track.
backfiring out there. 72.9, now we're away. Now he's stuck with it. Got a battle for the lead early. And looks like it's a move on the Coventry Knights just this year, doing battle with top
guys, here we go for the final.
Now, because we still have and Sean Sampson should be the 3. And that's how it is. I think in the flat track final it's going to be May, Knights, Clark, Stout, Summers and Mitchell. That's the order across the track for the final. And for the Sidecar Championship, thanks to Chooks.
Silos on the racetrack for their last time. 5th heat, Sam Martin down on the infield out of red. Tegan Pedler out of blue. Sean Sampson out of green. McGuinness and May missing. Sorry, McGuinness has arrived. McGuinness arrived. Well, I was right in crap. So out of yellow was Braden McGuinness. So that's 53. Yep. Nothing sorry about that. In fact, it looks like he's riding.
Whoa, he's lost the chain.
Not sure. Anyway, no, it's gone.
Lost the chain.
Pear-shaped on him again. Over. In the infield, it's all over. It looks pretty frustrated. Three comes Sam Martin. He's been very good tonight. Phase 2 was Sean Sampson and Tegan Pedler, the lady racer. Trying to run the guys there. Second drag come down to Sam Martin. I reckon he's done alright at points tonight as well.
Well,
Sean
pretty good
Sampson
night.
hit second. Up against the wall, but okay.
Should be pretty happy with that.
And then Tegan Pedler, who just loves to go racing, will pick up third. The time will be 61.781. 61.781, not a bad sort of a time for Sam Martin. Great to see him here. Not on 4 wheels tonight.
Well done, Sam. Nice and consistent.
I think I need to get a bit
you're
better.
doing. He's knackered.
No, I'm not too bad, but it's just like, if I get out in that dirt.
Pulling. That's what that new tyre does. Do you for another couple of years?
Put it out in the sun for a few months.
Okay guys, that's going to end the night. Very good night, nice and consistent. Had a bit of luck in a few races, but he was on the pace, sort of on the pace. Still can't gate, but just getting all packed up here now. And 13 points for the night. Was the overall winner. Snuck it in, and someone said they get $30 a point, so I don't know what 13 times 30 is. I'll work it out later, but a bit of money you can pay me back, I reckon. But good night, and we'll catch you guys. I think we're back in the car at Mount Gambier in 2 weeks time, so catch you later.
G'day guys, just a quick rundown on Gillman. Had a pretty good night, kept out of trouble, probably just rode at 90%. Definitely wasn't the fastest on track, but we were the most consistent, come away with top points, so that was good. Still had a few issues though. After one of them, Casey spotted these 2 engine bolts had come real loose. We changed this wheel and it had a new tyre on it, and when I put this guard on, I put it on measured with another old wheel, well, old tyre, and it was rubbing and burning a hole through the guard, so it would have been acting like a slight brake. I could feel it when I was going around to the tapes, like hear it, but I just put it towards this primary chain guard, probably just scraping on the primary chain, which they do sometimes, but yeah, that wouldn't have been ideal. We had the spark plug play up in another one, started misfiring a bit, so which is a bit annoying because that's a relatively new spark plug. So we borrowed one off Tegan Pedler, so thanks Teagues, seemed to fix the problem. So we'll go back to the old school NGK. I won't shit on that brand just in case it's not that. shock come off in one, was just dangling apparently. Casey spotted that. Thanks again, Case. We weren't too sure if the shock was going to be okay, so we borrowed one off Nigel Sadler. So thanks to the Saddlers for that. I think that one's going to be okay though. Also had the clutch overheating and probably slipping in the first few. Didn't have my clutch tight enough. So I've been working on clutch plates, trying to bring them back to life. So here's an old one. You can see that shine and the rings on it. So I've been on the concrete with some sandpaper, just trying to see how it's got that nice powdered sort of look. Trying to bring these ones back to life. Probably should get new ones, but they're about 80 bucks each, and I can't afford to be throwing money at them when I've got to throw money at that. So these will be alright. Yeah, I think that's about it. We'll make a few changes. Not sure when I'm going to be racing this next. There's a meeting on the 28th of December at Gillman. Not going to commit to it yet. See what happens. As for the car, I've got a new seat thanks to Drendel Concreting. Out with the old one, got the new one sitting there, not bolted in yet. We're going to borrow some scales, play around with the weight, make sure it's all good. Be easy to do when the seat's loose in there, and we'll work out what seat spacer I'm going to put in. Yeah, and that's about it. I think the car will be pretty well ready to go. Might need to change the gearing, I think, and that's about it. So not too much to do for a change. Should be ready. When are we racing? The 9th. Yeah, 9th of December at Mount Gambier for Ty Bills. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll catch you guys later. See ya.